Welcome to Joburg Today. I am your host, Leroy Viaggi. Finally, a couple of weeks after the local elections, a new team's been put in place to drive home the agenda of making Joburg a world-class city. Now, on Friday, this very same team was introduced to the media with the mayor and his councillors pledging their allegiance to the city.
Do you, Herman Samzeu Philip Mashaba, swear that you will be faithful to the city of Johannesburg, Metropolitan Municipality, Gauteng Province and the Republic of South Africa?
Here is the Executive Mayor of Johannesburg, Herman Mashaba, taking his oath of office at the Joburg Theatre.
And that you undertake to hold your office as Executive Mayor of the city of Johannesburg, Metropolitan Municipality, with honor and dignity, to be a true and faithful councillor, not divulge, directly or indirectly, any secret or confidential matter entrusted to you, and to perform the functions of your office conscientiously and to the best of your ability. If so, please raise your right hand and say, "So help me God."
So help me God.
You are hereby sworn in.
In a nutshell, this event really focused on the official oath of office that was taken by Mayor Herman Mashaba, during which he pledged his allegiance to the people of Johannesburg. The new team of MMCs were also introduced, and each MMC also took their oath of office, pledging their allegiance to the people of Johannesburg.
So help me God. The team I will announce today must to revert to Margaret Mead, to prove to be thoughtful, committed people, ready to be civil servants with integrity that change the lives of our people, especially the poor who have been neglected far too long. This team must create equal opportunities for all the residents of our city. The team must help us create an enabling environment for business to create jobs in the shortest possible time. The task before us is massive. Time is limited. 5 years is not a long time. We must work together to achieve our goals. The people of Johannesburg expect us to bring about the change we promised them during the last 7 months of campaigning. They expect us to translate into reality the DA's vision for jobs, better services, and an end to corruption which has plagued previous administration in our city. It is this team, ladies and gentlemen, that must work together to make Johannesburg a great city again.
Nashida Mohammed for Joburg Today.
Don't stand on the sidelines. Be a part of the conversation by liking our Facebook page, that's joburgtoday.tv, and following the real trend on our Twitter account at Joburg Today. For more insight on the mayoral team that will be governing the city of Joburg, Marisa got to speak to Professor Charles Simpkins of the Helen Suzman Foundation.
Why is this committee so important for governance in the city?
This is the second phase of appointing the government of the city. The first one was electing the executive mayor, and now the mayor can appoint up to 10 councillors to help him oversee the various portfolios of local government.
And what will this committee do? What's their powers, the responsibilities?
It's the functional equivalent of the cabinet at national level. The mayor presides over it, and then these 10 councillors have responsibilities for particular areas. They're the political heads, if you like, of the public service in Johannesburg.
Now, did the mayor make any changes to the new committee compared to what it was previously?
Well, of course, all the councillors are new, so he's had to select from them. I think the division of responsibilities is largely fixed. In other words, the departments that the Metro has have not changed very much.
And now, in terms of the councillors or the new MMCs that were chosen or announced, what are your impressions? Will they be able to create a professional working city like the mayor envisioned?
The mayor stressed the technical qualifications, not just the political qualifications of the council, and that's in line with the DA's emphasis on professionally managed municipalities. So it's very much in that tradition. There's another reason for going for, if you like, a technocratic approach, and that is because you're running a coalition government. You want to de-emphasize the sources of dissension within the council by focusing on professionalism.
Speaking about that coalition, and also the mayor will need to get the support of some other minority parties who are not necessarily part of the coalition government. Will this selection of his team actually allow for that?
Well, he has 8 DA councils and 2 Inkatha councils. Inkatha is the only other party that's represented in the committee. The EFF could have asked, quite correctly, for some portfolios, but they don't want to have executive responsibility at this stage. So the mayor will rely on them for votes in the council itself, but he won't be relying on them for running of the departments of the city.
It's a huge task that lies ahead, and there's a lot of work in terms of people that are unequal in this city. Do you think that this particular team that's been assembled will be able to deal with that in the very short time frame they have available?
Well, Johannesburg has certainly lots of problems. It also has quite a lot of assets. It has money. It can do things. It's not strapped like small rural municipalities are. The question is what efficiency gains can they get in the civil service at the municipal levels themselves, and that takes some time to develop. They are helped by a legacy from Parks Tau, who I think was the best of the ANC metro mayors.
Do you think there will be like a constructive relationship there?
Yes, the function of the opposition is to question what a government is doing, but also to make constructive suggestions for alternatives. And if they're not listened to, then they may become the government in the next election.
Now, the mayor has asked for some patience from Johannesburgers in order to turn this ship around. Do you think there's enough patience going around?
I think there is for a time. I mean, the cut-off date will be the advent of the 2019 election. While as an incentive to de-emphasize political differences at the local level, what's happening at the national level has an impact. And the new municipal council will need to show some clear signs of advance by the time that election comes around.
Is there any advice you would like to give to the new mayoral committee?
Well, it's really to run a clean municipality. I hope we will see rather less of some of the corruption we've seen at various levels of our government. And secondly, to work on an evidence-based policy rather than ideological-driven policy approach to municipal government questions.
What's good, everybody? This is Solo, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Well, that's it for today's show, but if you want to know what's happening in and around Johannesburg, you have to check out our playlist. Well, for me, Leroy, and the rest of the team, till next time.